The Cold War Alpha is good. Really good. And that's all I'm going to say about that part. There are some things that are bad and really bad, but we will get to them later. This game feels incredible compared to the last few Call of Duty games. And I'm talking way back to Black Ops 2. I haven't felt this way for a Call of Duty game since then. Where something, as soon as you play it, something clicks, something really feels good, and I'm glad I got my hands on the alpha, because I was very worried, and I'm glad I put my worries to rest. This game is awesome. I do worry how it's going to feel on the zombies department, just a little bit, but as of now, the multiplayer itself, with only the 3 maps that I played in the multiplayer, was really, really good. Now, talking about the maps, they are designed very well. There is one map that I have a personal vendetta against, and that is Satellite, which, funny enough, right now is my favourite map in the beta, and in the alpha, sorry, simply because of a few things. But there is a problem with the map design that I will get into. The map is very open towards, if you're on the left side, or the right side, depending on what spawn you're in. It is insanely open in that area, and you know what I'm talking about if you've played the alpha. It is the deserty looking area, or the very deserty area. Like, obviously it all looks like a desert, of course, because it is, but when you get out into that area, believe me, you're not taking an XM4, you're not taking an M16, you're not taking an AK-47, my guy, you're taking a sniper rifle. That's what you're taking over there. It is insanely hard without a sniper rifle to get kills in there. Because if you're not killing with a sniper rifle, someone else is, and the sniper rifles in this game are something else, to say the least. Now, moving on from Satellite, that's the only issue I have with that map, by the way. It's the only issue. It follows the 3-lane formula to a T. It's really good, except that one issue I have with the map. But for me, it's not an issue personally, but I recognize that it is one, because I love sniping in this game. Just saying. Anyway, moving on, we have Moscow. Moscow is an okay map. Okay, it's not my favourite of all time. It's a good map. It's quite good compared to what we've been getting from, you know, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. It's good. It plays well. It feels like the typical Treyarch stuff. It feels like something from Black Ops 1, which is really good. Actually, well, to be honest, it feels like more of a map from Black Ops 2. I'll be honest. But it just runs smoothly, at least. There's a bit too much verticality in the map for me that I dislike, but it's still an okay map. It's fine. It looks good. You know, you're in Moscow, of course, it's going to have to look good. They have to represent it well. It looks really cool. It looks really beautiful. It's nice. It plays well. That's all I can say about that map, if I'm honest. Then we have Miami. Between Moscow and Miami, I'm not sure which one is my least favourite of the 3 that I played. Miami is a very beautiful looking map, very vibrant, very cool. You know, 3-lane formula, as it always is with Treyarch, unless you're playing the 12v12 modes, which is a bit different. But the map is beautiful. It looks good. It plays well. But I don't know if it plays better, if not equally, to Moscow in terms of pacing. I would probably... I'll be honest. Miami plays a bit better. I think I have Moscow at the bottom of my list of the maps that I played from the alpha, which are all going to be overshadowed by Nuketown, because I'm almost certain they're going to remaster the original Nuketown and have it look the exact same. But either way, I do like Miami compared to Moscow. Obviously, Satellite still is my favourite map because of the sniping. But Miami is a very cool looking map. It's a very well made dark looking map. You don't see that a lot, but it does follow Treyarch's kind of signature thing, where they are very vibrant with the colours, whilst Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer have always been very dark and greyish and very you know? Treyarch have always had a gritty story with very colourful, you know, palettes going for them. It's quite an interesting mix. Works really well, always has, which is why everyone kind of memed World War II for just having like one colour palette, like being grey. But, you know, Cold War's colour palettes are pretty cool. The colours are awesome, you know, especially in Miami, again, one of the best looking dark maps in Call of Duty history. All of the lights coming from the buildings look really great. The street lights kind of lighten up the map quite a bit. And just for people who haven't played it, don't worry about the map, because you can see perfectly on it. The lights of the you know, lamps and stuff kind of make everything pop. All the neon lights around the place for like the hotels and stuff, they all pop well. They're all cool. You know, they get the job done. They light up the map. They're perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about this map. So now that I'm done talking about the maps, I want to talk about the weapon system. I will say this simply. The weapons in this game are the smoothest feeling weapons since Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And that's saying something, because Black Ops 1 had very smooth weapons. I don't think anything has matched it since, until now. The Black Ops Cold War weapons, again, feel amazing. The XM4, again, probably the meta weapon at the moment. It's really insane, it's really good. The snipers, both of the ones that are available, are extremely good, and I believe Treyarch have admitted that they want to nerf them, because they made them intentionally very overpowered to kind of find a balance for them later on, which I get, kind of. I think they're at a perfect balance now. I love overpowered snipers. You know, they practically always hit the mark. They are insane weapons. And again, all the weapons feel good. I've used all of them. I've used the MP5, that weird thing that looks like the Uzi, I can't remember its name. The AK-74U, the AK-47. I've used the, I can't remember what it is, but it's not, I can't remember its name. The XM4, anyway, moving on. The XM4, the M16, all of those guns I've used, and they all feel great. The only thing I don't like is rocket launchers, and that's about it, but I don't think rocket launchers should be made to be overpowered against players anyway. Modern Warfare, for the first, good chunk of its life cycle, had a problem with RPGs, claymores, and campers and stuff, which, by the way, campers are kind of non-existent in this game now, which is really good. Everyone kind of rushes. It's the perfect thing. I love this game, just to be sure, just to be frank with you guys. But either way, the gunplay is insane. Just adding on from that, they all feel good, they all look good, the models are insanely clean, insanely polished, insanely detailed. I really like it, I really do. I love the way this game feels, plays, everything. The guns, again, are insane. All of them have advantages that some of them don't. The XM4 is an insanely accurate weapon. The AK-47 has an insane amount of power behind it, but isn't the most accurate weapon. The M16 is a 3-round burst, so you kind of use it as a secondary sniper if you want to do that. It's kind of insane. The weapons you can use, as well as that, I want to talk about the gunsmith and creator class. The creator class is back, but as far as I can tell, it's different. It's not the pick 10 system. But when it comes to stuff like equipping a secondary or a second primary weapon, it seems that in previous COD games, you couldn't attach all of the attachment slots to it. You couldn't even attach one, because it would give you the limit, blah blah blah, you've reached this, it would take away slots. In this game, you are able to fully deck out the secondary weapon, which is awesome, just to say the least. When you're running Satellite and you've got the XM4, so you can rush the middle or the middle and right lane. But if you want the sniper out, you can rush the left lane as well, which is a big desert open area where everyone's got snipers. You can go out there, you can fight a decent battle out there. And then if you feel like you're getting overwhelmed by the snipers, you can just run in, take a few people out, run out and get your kill streaks. I mean, it's absolutely insane, it's really cool. And I love the way they've done it. And I'm certain it's not the same for any other Call of Duty game. I'm certain if I'm not right, or if I'm wrong, correct me, because that's really cool to me. So yeah, the gunsmith as well has had a massive improvement, in my opinion. One of the best things they could have ever done to it, other than remove it. By the way, I don't want it to be removed, that was just kind of a joke. But either way, they have added percentages to the damage increase and certain other increases and the damage decrease and all that. So if you didn't know, in Modern Warfare, you should know, either way, in Modern Warfare, you couldn't see the exact percentage or amount of damage that it was taken off, or the amount of movement, or the amount of mobility, or the amount of speed from the gun, or the reload times, or anything. You couldn't see exactly how much was being removed. It was just a little bar that didn't give you much for anything. But in Cold War, you can actually see the percentages. It's awesome. It's insane. It's really cool. One of the most no-brainer changes that made the gunsmith so much better. And in this game, it's pretty good as well. Obviously, through the alpha, we had everything unlocked, so we could see everything we were doing with the guns. We had the infinite potential with them, I guess. It's kind of a joke because you didn't. But either way, it was really good. Everyone just sort of ended up running the same XM4 class anyway, kind of an XM4 sniper or an XM4 MP5 or anything like that. But from the gameplay, you'll probably see that I'm literally running the XM4 sniper mix throughout the whole thing. But yeah, the gunsmith is insane. It feels really good. The weapons upgraded feel awesome. For a while, I tried to play without upgrades just to get a real feel for the weapons. It wasn't a fun experience. I recommend putting on the attachments every time. There's no excuse not to. Now, I'm going to talk about the kill streaks. This is probably the biggest gripe I have with the game. Oh, well, kill streaks, score streaks, to be accurate, and yes, probably some of you cringed. The score streaks, or at least the road to them, are retained after death. This isn't fun for me, because if you play a map like Satellite, for example, for every 2 deaths, there's about 5 artillery strikes being launched onto the map at the same time. It's not an enjoyable experience when that happens. It's not one of the best things. It's probably my biggest gripe with the game. There is one other huge gripe that I have that I need to talk about, otherwise people will flame me for it. But overall, it's an issue that could be fixed really easily, just increasing the score needed for certain streaks, like the artillery strike, because they're kind of overpowered. And kind of removing the chopper gunner, please. Yeah, kind of remove that. It doesn't belong in a COD game. It's still overpowered to every degree of the word. But either way, moving on to the next kind of biggest gripe I have with this game. And everyone knows what it is. It was trending on Twitter, and it still is. Now there's a new hashtag for it, by the way. And it was skill-based matchmaking. Jesus. Don't get me wrong. I know this has existed in every other Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2. Yes, that's true. But it wasn't as intense as it is right now. If you go a 2.0 KD ratio, you get matched with Jesus himself with a sniper rifle. It's not fair. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It is bad. It is boring. It is not fun getting your ass kicked every single game. And I know, get good, get good. I want to get good. But when every single player in the lobby is literally Jesus Christ handling a shotgun, sniper rifle, and an assault rifle with an RPG on the side, that's kind of impossible. And it's kind of a pain in my ass. It's not fun to do. It's not fun to play against. They need to tone it down so heavily to the point that it's not even noticeable. And this is the only thing, or I guess that and the kill streaks, those are the 2 only things that I think hold this game back from being the best Call of Duty game of all time. Truthfully. This game is incredible, and Treyarch have stumbled on something really special with this game, but unfortunately due to Activision's decisions, and I guess Treyarch's in this case as well, they're really going to drop the ball. Because nobody wants to be a casual, get a good kill, a few good games, and then be matched with Jesus Christ. And I've seen it on Twitter. It's becoming a trend. They are making KD reversal videos, I guess, where they're killing themselves hundreds of times on the maps or the matches that they are playing. That's what they call it. They call it reverse boosting. Just to match with lower level players. It's kind of bad because, yeah, you should just kind of get over it for the while whilst everyone complains and just play the game instead of, wasting hours trying to just kill yourself. But either way, it is pointless to do that. But there is a problem. It is a real problem in the game, and it needs to be addressed. It is not fun. Like, I'll say it again. It is not fun. It's not entertaining. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody needs to see that. I miss the times where Treyarch would actually tell you on Christmas that you could go and wreck some Christmas noobs. By the way, that's a real thing. They did it on Black Ops 2. I'm not going to get an image because I will probably not be able to find it. But it is a real thing. And it's a shame that they've let it impact this game so hard, especially because ages ago they said they weren't going to implement it. But they clearly have to an insane degree. I went on a really good game. I went 40-0. Okay, that's not a lot. It was, it was team deathmatch. But hey. The next game, I'm convinced I was fighting the entirety of FaZe, Optic, and 100T at the same time, because it just wasn't a fun experience. I would move, I would get lasered from across the map every single time I poked my head out with a sniper or anything. This is on Satellite, obviously. I was getting my ass thrown at me, not even handed to me, thrown at me from across the map in the form of a 50 caliber sniper round. It wasn't fun. But that being said, I still really like this game. This game has a lot of potential, and it can easily still retain that potential if they do a few minor tweaks to the game. Again, just move the artillery strikes to a more expensive kill streak because they're kind of broken. They kind of get spammed a lot. UAVs, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with a good UAV. That's fine. You can kill 4 people, 5 people. You can get a UAV. That's good. That's good. That's amazing. But please put the artillery strikes back just a tiny bit, come on, and as well as the chopper gunner, that's kind of overpowered too. It's just... There's a lot of stuff they could do with this game. Obviously, removing the skill-based matchmaking, but they kind of can't remove it. It's just it's a tweakable feature. It's been in there since Black Ops 2. They need to do these things. Otherwise, this game will crash and burn. As simple as that. The zombies is fine. Leave zombies alone. Okay, well, don't leave it alone. Obviously, develop it. I've seen the leaks. Jesus Christ, at each time. But keep going on with zombies. Do your thing. I don't worry about zombies that much anymore. You know, I'm kind of burned out on zombies as it is. You know, if they do something incredible with this game, you know, so be it, I'll go back and play it. But the multiplayer is where it's at. The multiplayer has always been the most important feature to a Call of Duty game. It's the thing that gets the most time played. They need to focus on that and listen to the community, and we need to make our voices heard in this situation. The skill-based matchmaking is insane. It needs a tweak, and it needs it now. I'm hoping that for when the beta launches, some of these things have been tweaked, and hopefully we have a few more weapons to try out. That would be pretty fun. And I'm hoping that a lot of things have been addressed. I do not want this Call of Duty game to burn. This game has way too much potential. Easily could be the best Call of Duty game of all time if they just give it the right things it needs. Please, Treyarch. Don't drop the ball. I'm begging you. But anyway, with that being said, I've been Jake Plays. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace. I love you guys. Wear your masks. Stay inside. Stay safe. Bye-bye.